Hey guys, welcome back to Tin Cup Outdoors. Today we're going to be going through the entire year of 2024. We're going to check out all the trips we went on, all the breakdowns we've had, and all the maintenance we had to do to these vans. Starting out in pretty early January, we took the 72 Subaru swapped bus out for a short trip. It ended up being like 8 degrees that weekend, and that bus has no heat, so it was pretty brutal. We just kept it local. It was a pretty short trip. Drove out into the woods, found a pretty decent spot to set up camp, and then just hung out for the day. I didn't really have a plan for this trip. I just wanted to test out the van along with some of the camping gear that I picked up. After that trip, I kind of just parked the bus for the year and really haven't touched it since. Moving on to the 91 van again, after we got back from our first New Mexico trip with our friends Phil and Mandy, the injection pump on the back side of it started leaking. So when I was going in to fix the leak, I accidentally opened up the injection pump case too much, and I think the innards sprung apart. It's gonna either need a rebuild by a professional, which is not me, or I'm gonna buy a used one on eBay. So once the 91 van was put out of commission, I started focusing on the 86 van and this TDI swap that we decided to do on it. I custom built an oil pan, which has worked out great so far. I've got about 15,000 miles on the motor and no problems. I went through and cleaned up the transmission and finally got it stabbed into the van. It was a pretty rough mounting with ratchet traps holding it up. So it took me a second to figure out how to mount the motor and transmission and all that. I looked around at a lot of other people's swaps and kind of took inspiration from all of them. Once I finished mounting it, I quickly got to starting the motor. I hadn't heard it run yet, so I was kind of excited to just see if the motor would run. After that, I continued to just button up little things here and there, get the coolant system working, and kind of get it to run and drive. Unfortunately, I didn't get it to run and drive quite good enough before my first trip of the year, so we ended up towing it down to the Medicine Park show. This is one of my favorite events in Oklahoma. It's a camp out and car show in Medicine Park. We kind of take over the entire town and it's just filled with Volkswagens. We spent 2 days here camping out in the van, and then we loaded it up and drove on home. This year was a great turnout and we had a blast. Shortly after that, I finished buttoning up the van and we were able to make it out to the Automobile Alley show. Kind of limped it out there. Throughout the next couple weeks, I started making more and more trips with the van. It was proven to be pretty reliable. So once we did that, we took our first long trip in the van. This time we were going down to Texas. We stopped at Lake Murray State Park, camped out for the night, and then headed down to the Dallas area. The van did really great on this trip. I didn't have any big problems. So shortly after getting back from Texas, we headed up to Port City for the Port Catoosa Volkswagen show. It was a 2-day camp out there. Me and Grayson camped out for 2 nights there, and it was a blast. The day following the show, we ended up driving out to Mount Nebo to do some mountain biking. This is my first time in Mount Nebo State Park. Very steep climb up to the top of the mountain. The views were awesome, and besides a little bit of rain, we had a great time. Once I got back from Mount Nebo, it was clear that I had to do some upgrades. I bought a new intercooler and custom welded it all up. Welded up some new ducting so it was a little bit more efficient running to the intercooler and back. I've seen the intake air temperature drop a lot from doing this. After doing that, I had some more maintenance to do to the van. I had to put a new alternator in. I also got some new boots for the intercooler, and I ended up doing a string line alignment. That was all in preparation for my next trip. This one was our first trip to New Mexico with this van. It was just me and Taylor. We left Grayson with the grandparents, and we were trying to avoid the insane heat in Oklahoma this week. It ended up being one of our favorite trips. We were able to see a lot of central and north New Mexico. I think it's turning out to be one of our favorite states to travel in. After getting back from this trip, it was clear that we needed cruise control. So that was one of my first projects when we got back. And shortly after that, we were back on the road. This time we're going straight back to New Mexico, and we're bringing Grayson with us this time. We ended up driving straight to Taos, found a pretty cool spot along a Forest Service road, and camped out for the night. Over the next few days, we met up with a lot of Taylor's friends and their kiddos, going for hikes, and hung out in their Airbnb. This ended up being another awesome trip to New Mexico. Definitely cemented New Mexico into my favorite state to visit. And we are still planning another trip to go back. A month later, we planned a trip out to Arkansas. This was for the Eureka Spring Show. It ended up getting a little wet, but we were all right in the van.
Hey, Grayson, is it raining out?
Me and Grayson camped out for 3 nights on this trip, camped around Beaver Lake. We're definitely adding Beaver Lake to our planned trips for 2025 and can't wait to get back there. Shortly after getting back from Arkansas, I was scouring Facebook Marketplace and this TDI Jetta popped up. I quickly ran to the bank and went and bought it. I'm going to use the motor from this to do my next TDI swap. About 2 days after buying that car, I had my second son, Theodore. As of posting this video, he's about 4 months old and he is doing great. I took a little break after having Theodore just to spend time with the family, and about 2 months later, we went on our next trip. This one was pretty local. It was at Red Rock Canyon Adventure Park, where I definitely had a little bit of an adventure and got the van stuck in a sand ditch. I ended up not making a video on this trip, but it was a blast. We had a couple of our buddies come out. We spent the weekend just camping out and having a blast. All right, shortly after that trip, we started our road trip across Oklahoma. This was about an 800-mile road trip that me and Grayson took in the 86 van. We hit about 4 different state parks through the trip. I think it was a great way to travel Oklahoma. There was a lot of state parks that I didn't really know of before this trip. Got to see a lot of small towns as we were cruising across the state. Shortly after that road trip was done, we took another road trip to Arkansas. This time we were headed to White Rock Mountain. It was a little bit shorter of a trip, only 2 days, but we made it count. This time we just camped out in the Ozark National Forest. Didn't have to pay a dime for camping, and it was definitely getting pretty cold. Luckily I installed a diesel heater before this trip, and it kept us nice and toasty the whole time. For the last trip of the year, we took a drive out to Sardis Lake, and me and Grayson camped out on the lake and went for a little adventure. There was a new moon that night and it was pretty dark, so seeing the stars over the lake was really cool. That might be one of my favorite local spots to go see the stars. That's about it for this year. We had a lot of trips, a lot of breakdowns, and a lot of maintenance that we did to the vans. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We've got a lot on the books right now, but if you guys have any recommendations, we are starting to fill up the calendar for 2025. Trips around 15 hours from Oklahoma. Please let me know in the comments and I'll look into it and hopefully put it on the books for 2025.